arseholes. Yes.
Yes, and we are live. With that, we are live.
I have never seen the intro before because I never have the stream up, and this time I muted it. I have it. Oh my
god! and we went live with Claire saying arseholes. So hi to all the arseholes out there. Welcome to the stream. I know there's not many of you there yet, but hopefully we'll get a few more as we get running.
Oh my god.
It's that kind of weekend. We are so close to Christmas now, and there's just, there's so many people running streams. There's so many things happening that our chances of getting people anywhere to do anything, especially on a Friday night, is minimal.
It is. I know quite a few people went live right before. And
a lot of people will come back and watch later. So any of you assholes who are watching later on, awesome. Thank you. We love our assholes. They're so useful.
Yes. Everybody loves a good asshole.
From now on calling all the everybody who's a fan and subscriber who likes to watch this an asshole, because asshole is a term of endearment in Australia. So you're an asshole.
It is.
And we love you.
That is. Well, thank you. I love being an asshole.
I love being an asshole.
At least I own it. Yeah, at least I own it.
I mean, of course, there's always
funny, honest
#8.
person.
There's always
#8. Oh gosh, Chris.
Hi, Krabby, and Alias.
Chris, hey, Krabby, how are you? Chris is my. No offense to all the other assholes in the world, but Chris is my ultimate favorite asshole. Like, he's got a number for a reason.
Chris is a premium asshole.
Yeah. You know why? Because when I first met him and you brought me over to that stream, he tagged me in with the ultimate arsehole, and I just had great respect for him. You just laid it all out there.
Chris is so much fun.
Love him. Yeah,
he doesn't give a shit. He really doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't. He can play with the best of them, and I love that. I love snarky humor and just owning your ridiculousness, and he's got it in spades. So he's a good egg.
Yes.
That's what we say in New Jersey. It's not an Aussie thing.
I like all the people we do streams with. They're always a lot of fun, and it's just awesome.
This has been Australian week for me, or actually more specific than Australian week. It's been Hereticals week.
Yeah, you've done a lot of heretical stuff this week.
I did, because our friend Jade was on hiatus, and she was due to do an Am I the Asshole with me. Yeah. I was so excited to have her on, but I want her to do what is absolutely best for her, and we'll schedule some other time. So Jade, almost the doctor. Yeah, so Matthew stepped up and filled in, and he did a great job. It was so much fun. And then Monday,
I love the look on
Jay.
Matt's face when he's confronted by something that's ridiculous. I mean, Ed's great.
Yeah, we were only avatars, but it did play through because he had such a light, playful tone in his voice because it was the middle of the day. Like, it was the middle of the day for him. And he was buoyant, and it was good. It was really good. I
would like to point out, after last night between Jay and Ed, Jay owes us. Jay owes us big time for that mental abuse we got put through.
He tried to break me. He tried to break me with that. Like, what did you see on Twitter? He posted that crazy lady. I'm like, why you do us like this? Why are you doing
this to us? I mean, our brains are already mush. What the hell are you trying to do?
No, but it was pretty funny. But I do prefer his cloud whisperer stuff because I don't have to take that as serious. Like, the guy, it's the same guy, and he's talking, but I was like, do I have to take this serious? Like, I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to say, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm wasting my time.
But quite frankly, Cloud Whisperer guy, no matter what he's talking about, is still better than Professor Truth. I mean, Professor Truth is a nutbag.
That was cruel. Ed did that at the end.
Cruel and unusual punishment for us.
Well, Verillion said that they did that just because of the pineapple pizza thing. That was definite revenge for the pineapple pizza episode. And I was like, you might have a point there, because he's trying to get me, trying to break me with this one. It was awful. I'd never heard of him before.
I had, unfortunately. I'd never seen that much of it before.
You at least had a heads up, not me. Oh my god.
It's just me.
I don't know.
Doing that to us is just me. But it was to be expected. Without Chris there, Jay was obviously going to have a run at us,
Well, he pulled it out. Well, you know what?
Jay's
got us
always
with that
pulling the
anyway.
BBC out, isn't he? It's just
The VAC.
there isn't a
I
sock
don't
big enough for him to put that
Yeah.
thing in.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, anyone who likes true crime stories, he did a great premiere just a little while
He
ago
did.
on Baby Jane from Michigan, and no, not Baby Jane, Baby Kate. I'm sorry, I keep misstating that because Baby Jane's such a popular term, for
Baby Jane. I wonder if we'll end up with Baby Karen.
I wonder if they. No,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Baby Kate. For
We,
sure.
I mean, I don't know if you could have a baby Karen. I mean, Karens are basically just adults
No.
acting like children, so children should
Yeah,
act like
because you have
children.
to have that. Yeah, it takes years to develop that kind of entitlement.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like I don't think you're born
Well,
with
no,
it.
no.
It takes
There are
years.
definitely kids who
It
have
takes years.
entitlement, but they're entitled about different things. It's like I want my
Yeah.
I want my chocolate now, or I want my lolly, I want my dolly. This is exactly the same thing in adult form.
Oh God, I think it just takes years to be steeped in that Karen stuff for
It
sure.
does.
It does. Oh, it's so nice to see you here, Sandy. I like starting my mornings with you and then seeing you later too. This is cool.
It is always
It's really cool. Yeah. So what have you been doing? Let's. I don't know.
Let's get down to the normal. Let's get down to the normal chat stuff because it's
the normal chat stuff.
The normal chat stuff.
Wait, Jen, have you met me? Like I ever do that? Like what are we talking? What do you mean
the normal chat stuff?
Like what?
I mean, I've had one of those weeks. It's been a little bit busy, but not busy enough. Had a hunk of a guy come around and mow my lawns, who is actually a friend, so that was nice.
And a hunk? Did you say hunk?
Yeah, he's a bit of a hunk. He is really nice, but we are just friends, But there has been benefits at times, but we are just friends. But yeah, he is.
You'd have to forgive me. I keep getting distracted by the lovely R's you put underneath my.
I love those butts.
Okay.
I like them.
What is it? Them's is nice. Them's nice cheeks.
Yep.
I cannot lie. Anyway, maybe now I know why I don't put the stream up and I just leave the chat on the side. I can't focus. I get sidetracked too much. Yeah.
So, for people who are wondering today, well, you know what this is. This is the Tits Out Show. It's basically our pre-show for Mayhem, and it's a bit of fun because we like having fun on our Friday nights and getting wound down for the weekend. And whenever you're watching this, whether it's now or later, cool, glad to have you. It's always a lot of fun. It's going to be probably a slightly shorter show this week. Mostly because both Claire and I are absolutely exhausted. We've had those kind of weeks. Yeah, with 2 shows to do, we can't manage 2 long shows. And we're probably going to cut this show back to an hour instead of an hour and a half. And I think Claire's going to cut her show down so it won't quite make 2 hours as well. So that we're not sitting here for
otherwise
our normal 3.5, 4 hours streaming. Yeah, it's too much.
And not to mention for me this morning and oh my gosh, Fridays I love it though. Like Friday's a nice way to end the week with all of this.
It is,
and at least I have Saturday to recover.
Next weekend, both Claire and I are taking a break from doing this. It is just one of those things we both kind of feel like we need a break. We nearly took it this weekend, but we thought, well, we haven't given people enough notice, so we're just going to take a bit of a break next weekend. And then the weekend after, we're going to figure out some sort of pre-Christmas mega show. So that'll be a bit of fun.
Suggestions welcome. My DMs are open. Just some ideas. I want to do a big mayhem bust out. Like, what should we bust out?
What we might do is we might do the Tits Out as the night before Mayhem. And then we can have Christmas Mayhem. So the night before Christmas and Christmas.
Yeah.
And the night before Mayhem.
I'm not. You know what? I just like I'm one of those like anti say the words kind of people. Like I don't like to say the word Christmas, the holiday, like the celebrations and all like that, because I don't like eliminate like certain people and cultures and everything that celebrate dinner. I just like the seasonal
Seasonal.
celebrations.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
or
true.
something like that. I
Well, I
don't
don't
know.
think any of these
Or just
words are
feel that
necessarily problematic. I know people find things like
mhm,
words like Christmas and
yeah.
are
Oh, I
problematic.
don't mean they're problematic. I just not problematic, maybe limiting, like
Yeah,
or
limiting. It's not
restrictive.
inclusive, and we
Yeah,
should
or
try for
restrictive. It's not
inclusivity.
right.
So,
Yeah.
so,
Because mayhem is just if you're naked, you're in. I mean,
so we can have a
it don't
season.
matter.
We can have a night before mayhem and a seasonal mayhem.
Yeah, there you go. Seasonal mayhem sounds like, but it'll be fun.
or
Next
or
week is
or
gonna be.
or Santa's mayhem.
Hmm. Well, I do have the clips of the naughty elf. I keep doing that
Oh,
every
naughty elf.
until
Yeah,
the end
I
of the year. That or
gotta do
you
the
just
naughty
you
elf.
could you got to see what that elf was up to this week.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
God! Like last week
So he
was bad
recovered from
enough.
the mauling, obviously.
Yeah, but every week it gets worse. Like I can't believe what they make this elf do. He's got the best life. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, well,
he,
he's an elf. I
he,
mean, they're allowed to have a good life, aren't they? There's elves.
he's a hoe elf, I'll tell you that. He's a hoe,
He
hoe,
wasn't
hoe
after
of
the
an elf.
cat got
I'll
to
tell
him.
you.
He really wasn't
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the cat
Oh
got
no,
to
that
him.
wasn't. That was, I guess maybe that was somebody's husband. I don't know. It could have been one of Barbie's boyfriends got a hold of him because that elf was nasty last week. Oh my God.
And,
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to see. You'll have to see what he got up to
yeah, we'll
this
have to
week.
see what he gets
Mm,
up to. It's going to be a bit of fun.
yeah.
But yeah. So, I how was your week, Claire?
It was busy, but it was good. It was really good. I kind of I've been spending some time putting together the lists of all of the organizations. I do a lot of stuff with Cheshire. I follow her, and we've done streams together and everything. And she's a good egg, and she's doing Goblin Does Good for Decent December, and she's having streams with people that are have created an organization or work or promote for an organization that just puts some good out, like some positivity out. Like we're talking animal rescue organizations, and today she's doing a stream with a woman who started an organization to help grieving parents and parents with children with debilitating diseases that have no expectation of survival. And it's a great cause. It's a little sad, but it's also positive that they can get the support. And we're attaching the links to all of the videos for the year. Like there's a long list that I put in my Discord
Cool.
just to try to help pass it around that even just spreading the word and spreading the links for phone numbers and organizations. You don't have to donate. You don't have to give hours and hours and hours of your time. This time of year you do whatever little bit you can. Just put a little more positivity out there because it's a hard time of year for so many people in different situations. I run across it every day, but that's and I don't mean to make that sound sad. Like I want to make it more positive that I truly believe that no one is absolutely alone unless they want to be. I'm always there listening with the ear. I'll be the first one to offer an ear to anyone or a hand. And I think more of us could, especially this time of year.
Well,
So
definitely.
you never know when you're going to make a difference. And every single person makes a difference in some
And it
way.
doesn't take
So,
much to make a difference. Sometimes it's
mm-mm,
just stopping and talking to somebody that makes a difference.
mm-hmm,
You don't have to do much. When you see a Christmas charity thing, you've got $1 left in your purse after going
mm-hmm,
shopping. That dollar makes a difference. So it doesn't
mm-hmm.
take
It
much to
does.
help,
Mm-hmm.
and
And,
it's worth it. Every little bit, every little way that you can help somebody else who's not having as nice a Christmas is great. I remember
mm-hmm,
one year I was I'd had to drive 100 k's to go and do a job, which doesn't 150 kilometers to go and do a job. So what's that, about 80
mm-hmm,
miles to go and do a job
mm-hmm.
on Christmas Eve. So I wasn't overtly
Yeah.
happy about doing this on Christmas Eve, but I went and did it, and I was feeling. I went and did it, and I walked around the place afterwards because it was set in a shopping center in another town, and
Mm-hmm.
I must have looked really, really bad. And this lady just wandered up to me and said, "Happy Christmas. I hope it gets better." And wandered off, and she gave me a card. And I'm like,
I think that's so cool
that is
because
just so cool. And I'm like, I didn't need that. I was just feeling down because I had to drive back, and it was
Mhm,
Christmas Eve, and I didn't want to be doing that. but it did cheer me up.
But you know what? So many people don't realize the pressure they get under this time of year. They don't realize they're frowning so much or that
True.
they look like they're under pressure. And that smile you can give somebody, just walk up and a smile and a hello, that can turn someone around like it just did for you. You didn't realize that, you may have been presenting that way. It didn't, but it does. The holidays, usually, well, right, Jen? I mean, when
Yeah.
have you ever not seen me like laughing my ass off and trying to find the humor in things? But this time of year is tough for me too. I don't have my parents anymore. Um, I've lost, many members of my family. And the holidays are tough because,
They are.
you remember sometimes who's not here. And I try to focus on who is and make it good and focus on the little things. But we all have little things like that, around this time of year.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot to put something up before, so I'm just going to turn off our image to anybody who's watching at the moment, so I can do.
Okay.
So I can grab this thing and put it up later. I'm not going to display it yet, but because I'll explain it
Now,
first.
now I get
but,
a full picture. Now I'm looking at the full
You
butts.
are, and so yeah, and
Yeah,
so
I'm
is
getting a
everyone else.
view.
So enjoy the butts, people, because it's the butt of
And view,
everything.
and view.
Um,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
all right,
Ah.
so in lieu of the fact that on Six Pack we Jay does his tweets, social media ridiculousness.
Does a great job. Oh yeah.
BuzzFeed a month ago released their 14, I think it was 14, craziest tweets of the year. Now, I would tend to disagree that these are the craziest social media things of the year. I would tend to disagree. We have definitely seen ones when we've been doing those on Six Pack, and with some of the ones you brought up in Mayhem that are definitely worse than these. But I was just thought it'd be interesting to take a look at what BuzzFeed thinks is the worst, and where they get it from. So,
you mean from like the normal, like the average American like BuzzFeed, what they're gonna think? I know we have some quite more balls to the walls humor on some of the places that we hang out that would probably be worse. But let's see. I'm curious now.
All right, so here we go. Here's the first one. This is a First Amendment violation. Breaking France just banned unvaccinated American travelers.
Oh,
France, America, First Amendment? No. Definitely not.
They just banned unvaccinated American travelers. It's a first. Wait, first of all, they didn't even spell amendment right. Like I got a grammar. I gotta correct that tweet. I'm offended.
Yeah.
I'm offended grammarly. I'm offended spelling wise. Yeah, okay.
But
I don't know, Jen.
I mean, that one's pretty good. I'll give them that one because that's pretty stupid. Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, but we see that kind of thing all the time where you get people who think that the rules in their countries apply when it's other countries making.
Because they don't bother to know anything but like what is right in front of them, like around them. Like they don't. Yeah. It's mind-boggling.
It is. All right, so we have our next one. Now, I have an objection to people who do these. Name something that doesn't have a letter in it or whatever else. But name a fish that does not have the letter A in it. I bet you can't. Now, those things are stupid in the first place. But this person's answer
is dolphins. Dolphins not a fish.
Yeah.
Way to prove the point, dude. Yeah. Okay.
Can you name a fish without an F in it? Without an A.
Yes,
in
I
it.
can.
Sorry, without an A.
You want to know? Flounder.
I would have said puffer, but it's
there
not
you go,
hard.
puffer,
It's not
flounder.
hard. It's one of those crazy
not hard.
things. Yeah, there's lots of them.
Mm-hmm. But go salmon. There for the dolphin.
No,
yeah.
It's early and I'm not properly awake yet.
Yeah.
All right. I like this one. Trust your cells, not science. How did we find out we have cells?
Lord, it's just we can't explain this to him quickly, can we? No, there's just no. The only thing we can do is just quickly move on from that face, because like look at the smirk on his face too. Like he thinks he's so smart. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, see,
but he is smart compared to the other one. To the guy who asked the question, trust your cells, not science. How do we find out we have cells quickly? Like derp.
I think he was trying. I think the first guy was actually just trying to be punny, with a P. But yeah, the other guy, I don't know. Oh, Jen.
I like this one. A guy came into my job without a mask on and threw a fit when I asked him to put one on. I work at a COVID testing site. Now that's your ultimate
that's not
Karen
even
there.
funny.
Well, it's
that is outrageous
because he says a guy. So that's your ultimate Chad, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a max Chad for sure. This is not
Chad.
a good
I'm not wearing a mask in here. You came here for a COVID test. You have to wear a mask.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. This is bringing out my petty. Oh, my God.
Jay would appreciate this one. If the Earth is flat, do the moon and all other planets are flat?
No, they doesn't.
No, they doesn't. Let me get this straight.
Aren't
them wasn't? I just love the response to that.
This really twerks me up because of the, oh my God.
I like it because,
I'm a germaphobe.
that the other two people are just taking the piss out of the flat Earth.
Yeah, they're just taking the piss, like pedant,
they're bad grammar, and it's just brilliant.
It is brilliant the way they, let me get this straight. Aren't them wasn't? I love it. No, there doesn't. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
At least,
Yeah. Get vaccinated or lose your job. Wild as fuck. Did you all forget you had to be vaccinated to go to school before the whole COVID thing? For diseases, not viruses. Huh?
Wait.
So this person doesn't think
Perfect example of doesn't get it, does not get it, does not understand. Okay. Okay.
In fact, you're only vaccinated for viruses.
Yes, I have a phrase for that kind of a statement. That's pedantic semantic.
It is.
Yep, it is. By a pedant.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's pedantic semantic by a pedant for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was the next one? I think it is wild a job can force you to get vaccinated now. Lol, that's a slippery slope. Do you know you are required to be vaccinated to go to school, right? I was required to get immunizations. I wasn't required to get simple vaccinations.
Well, wait.
There's a failure of English to start off with.
Is it the same guy? It's got to be the same guy, right?
There can't be two. It has to be.
Oh, it's got to be, because, like, please don't tell me there's two of them. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's spreading.
Yeah,
it's spreading.
It is. So many of these stupid tweets are either trolls or a lot of them are trolls, but the rest are just people who just did not get a proper education. And you could solve so many of these stupid things with a decent education.
Oh.
I like this one. Another one about lack of education. It's true. The third pounder burger failed in America because they thought quarter pounders were bigger. Yeah, because they are. Now, 1/3 is greater than 1/4. 0.33 is greater than 0.25. What are those signs?
Oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah, that is it. How to say I don't know how to math without saying I don't know how to math. It's quite dreadful, isn't it?
It is unbelievably dreadful. Like, I can't.
Me neither. All right. What scares me is that if this were a real pandemic, hospitals would never be prepared. Pretty sure this is a real pandemic and they're not prepared. I like that, if this was a real pandemic.
and that kind of stuff, like that's so kind of gets under my skin because that is so rude to all the people who lost family members and all the people who suffered and
And
all the people who
all
were
the
in
hospital staff who worked their asses
right,
off and
and then
risked their
never
lives.
didn't see their family for months because they didn't want to expose them and were staying at the hospital or staying in other hotels or
Yeah.
away from people. And that is just ridiculous. Like just it's not real. It's not real. We all just suffered this way for no reason at all because,
I almost put pandemic deniers on the same level as Holocaust deniers. Almost.
yeah.
It's not quite the
Oh,
same, but
yeah.
it's very
Not
close.
no. But as far as the pain that it does cause pain. I mean,
It's very similar,
maybe
yeah.
the same. Just the pain and disrespect, the absolute
Mm.
disrespect of it to those that suffer is definitely
Yeah, it's
there.
that disrespect for the suffering that makes me put it on the
Mhm.
same sort of level because
Yeah, yeah.
you are so disrespecting
I could see that. Yeah,
people.
you just to oh,
All right. If dinosaurs existed millions of years ago, then why is the Earth still on its thousands? I don't
oh
know how to
gosh.
date.
Just I just hope they're not procreating.
With dinosaurs. You
I just hope.
you,
I just don't. I just. Oh my god. I
you know,
just.
and I might dig one of these stories out at one point on a Tits Out show. There is actually dinosaur porn, novels, stories.
Uh, oh, January, here we come. I see a theme. Let's start the year out right.
We'll start the
Dinosaur
year with
porn.
dinosaur porn. Yeah, we've had duck porn.
Maybe
We
I'm
need some
gonna have to put
dinosaur
a.
porn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to at the end of the year put a poll up on my channel. See what kind of. I think dinosaur porn will win. I'm gonna make you that bet right now, Jen. Dinosaur
I think
porn
we
gonna
might
win.
start. We might start the new year with an outtake of dinosaur porn from one of the dinosaur porn because it is
We're gonna
hilarious.
I could just hear them now. Claire, what are you going to ask for us next? Like, my God. Like, what is going on with you?
Dinosaur porn.
Dinosaur porn. Come on, it's out there. People send it to me. Yeah, find your best. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I remember this one, and I think this was one of the ones that we actually did end up having on Six Pack. So, not only do masks reduce your O2 and increase your CO2 intakes, which makes you wheeze or gasp, but they also provide perfect warm, damp breeding grounds for pathogens to breathe in.
Oh, this one.
I think you meant breed. But,
yeah.
That will progressively make you ill. For those who want more respiratory illnesses, job done. Absolutely, none of that is true. And you exact qualifications for stating there are a degree in medicine and fellowship of the Royal College of Anaesthetists, for which I was examined for respiratory physiology and the mechanics of gas transfer.
Way to go. Yes, we did do this one.
Yeah, I love this one. I think this is one of those ones that definitely deserves to be a stupid ass response from the year.
I love the audacity when you cannot even write a complete sentence that you can challenge somebody else's credentials.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. Like, you put this tweet out here, you can't even make a sentence properly, and you're going to challenge somebody else. It's funny. Yeah. And you
what are your qualifications to say that? Here you go. My understanding trumps yours. Now,
I am just so glad
that he's kind of
we don't know
authority, but he's got a decent amount of authority there, to be honest.
No, he does. I mean, just the studying, what he has to study in medicine alone just turns that all upside down. Yeah. But aren't you glad that we don't recognize any of these tweet handles or anything? Like, I'm feeling quite confident we don't know any of these people.
Same.
I haven't run across them on
haven't
Twitter,
either.
thank God.
The vaccine was put out so quickly. How do you expect me to try something like that? How do you know I won't die for getting the vaccine? Didn't you eat a Tide Pod in 2019? Yeah. That is just brilliant.
That's when your friend just throws you under the bus, drives over you, and then backs back over you again. That was really good. Oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Didn't you eat a Tide Pod?
I don't get that. Why did people go through all that Tide Pod eating thing? That was just
stupid.
It was
But
stupid.
people do dumb things. They do dumb
Yeah,
things.
en
There's all kinds
masse.
of weird challenges like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but some of
It's
those
like just
challenges,
dumb.
I mean, the ice bucket challenge from way back, which was raising money for motor neurone disease, was it? I get that. I
Mm.
mean, I wouldn't have poured a bucket of ice or cold water over me if you paid me,
I
but
just
I get why
I,
people did that, and that was a good thing.
right.
But this, no,
No.
this is crazy.
Listen, I just have a theory. Once somebody realizes they might be a little bit stupid, they then go on a mission to just become the stupidest person they possibly
They
can, like to
really
prove it to
do.
the world, like over and over and over again, like because they're just not going to fight it anymore. So go out of their way. It's like the stupid challenge or something.
Hi,
There should be
Jeannie.
a we should have rewards.
Um, do we have?
Mm.
Yeah, there you go. Um, hello, I ordered a lamp from you, but I never got it. Can you provide a photo or video proof that you really did not receive it? Then sends photos of his empty hands. That's a good troll. That is a really good troll.
That was a really good troll. Like you know what, this one wins because it's just it's brill. It's
I mean, it
actually
really is. Yeah, empty
clever.
hand,
It
empty
is
hand,
clever.
empty hand. Yes, I haven't got it.
Yeah, how do you provide a photo or video that you don't
Have
receive
something.
something?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got this. I've got this bit of paperwork from the delivery company saying they didn't deliver it. It's like, what?
Yeah, because they always provide that, right?
Yeah.
Nope, we just didn't bother to give you your package, and we
Yeah.
have no idea where it is,
Knock,
and
knock
you
on the
don't
door
get
and
it.
say, "We have a non-delivery for you." He goes, "Please sign."
We have here's your imaginary package.
Here's your daily. We
Yeah.
didn't have anything to deliver for you. Note. Like, that's not how this thing works, people. This is why I always have
No.
tracking on parcels. Yeah. Okay, so what? I get a flu shot every year. Nothing abnormal about getting booster shots. Do you get 3 shots in 1 year for one virus? Sure, hepatitis vaccine is 3 shots. Are you kidding? I'm glad I didn't get that one either. Well, you will love hepatitis then.
Oh my god. Oh, god.
I like that.
Oh, oh, oh.
Well, I mean, one of my sisters is completely paranoid about needles, but she's been vaccinated. She can't look at them giving her an injection or taking blood. She will faint. But she has gone and had her vaccinations because it's the right thing to do, and it's good for you and it's good for other people. So get vaccinated, people. I shouldn't have to argue about it. And that was the last one. So yeah.
Oh no, they're still putting fish in the chat. Like they're so cool. They got
I
tons of fish
know.
without the letter A. It was like, and not a single dolphin. I'm so proud of everyone. So awesome, good. It's good.
So I
It's so
don't know. I
good.
think
Hey,
BuzzFeed
Julie.
has some really good choices in there. I don't know if they were the best from the year, but there were definitely some good ones in there. So, certainly the one that we'd also had on Six Pack was the one with the doctor's response. Definitely goes up there in my mind as one of the
Yeah,
best
I
comebacks in the
remembered that
year. I
one.
remember
Yeah,
that, and that was
really good.
brilliant. And it
Yeah,
really
but
is a
they,
good one. But
yeah, no,
I mean, there's
that's
so
always a
many to
good
choose
section.
from. I mean, what Jay finds normally about 15 to 20 a week, and they're generally relatively new ones. So there's always crazy people.
There's an idea.
And talking of Jay,
Yeah. Hey, Jay.
hey Jay,
What's
how
up?
are you? You have a link if you want to come in. You missed the fun.
Yeah. I was just because that might be an idea since you're here, Jay. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm gonna toss one at you here. Um, go through the whole year's six packs for those memes and
And
tweets,
let's find the
and
best 20.
let's in January let's do the 2021 best 10 or 20 tweets and put them out because there were
Actually,
some really rip roaring
why
good
don't we have a
ones.
dumbass tweet of 2021 awards?
Yeah.
So we can have
Mm-hmm.
the best anti-vax dumbass tweet, the best religious dumbass tweet, the best.
No, that's so yeah,
That
it's
would be
complicated,
awesome
but it's
fun.
possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. A
He's
blobfish?
complaining it would take you forever.
No, I'll help you. I'll just go through all the older streams. I'll help you.
Oh no, he's
But
got
then,
them
of
all as
course,
pictures, so we
it
could
would
look
it
at
would
them.
be it would be bear specific then, and that could be dangerous.
Bear
Like
specific.
maybe you don't want me to.
The bare necessities.
Yeah. I have a particular type of humor that I find.
Very similar to mine.
And it usually doesn't get put on screen because Chris is like, nope, we can't show that. Nope, we can't show that. Okay. Nope, can't show that.
You're welcome to hop in, Jay, if you're free. You don't have to get naked. There's no requirement for it, so you're welcome to hop in.
I remember, Jay. I remember going through one that had
of course, 30. We had a show that was all of them.
Tried to break me. My face hurt. Jade and I, our faces, like we couldn't. We had to go ice them afterwards from laughing so hard.
I remember that 46. Yeah, that was one complete show, good. Which was nothing but dumbass tweets.
That was one. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But Jay, yeah, we have issues with this morning. You know, we are plotting here, Jen and I, behind the scenes for revenge for you and Ed, what you did to us with Truth Professor.
We're going to find something worse that you guys won't be able to tolerate.
Yeah. We considered that a tossing of the mantle, like somebody threw the mantle.
Tossing of the
mantle. Is that what you call it? Like the laying down of the hammer, like the challenge. What do you call that when you challenge somebody?
Throwing down a million.
Toss them ammonia. Okay.
Tossing the hammer. That's what Thor does every night, is tossing the hammer. Jay!
It's tossing the gauntlet.
Tossing the gauntlet.
Okay, the gauntlet. Thank you for correcting me.
What's up, ladies?
We're having just a bit of fun. It's always a bit of fun.
Just shooting the shit, so to speak. With our tits out and stuff.
Tits out.
Just letting it all hang out.
How are you doing after yesterday?
That's right. It's not cold for you right now, is it, Jen?
No, it's summer. Although it is nippy today.
It is cold here.
It's very nippy, but you can't see. The camera's not showing that low.
No.
Advantage of getting older, your nipples get lower. Easier to keep them on camera.
Yeah, I was.
When I was young, you'd be able to see them easily, but because I'm older, it's harder.
Yeah. Don't adjust too high.
Lean back.
Lean back.
Just lean back into it.
Little bit more.
Yeah. No, I'll get in trouble again. I always get in trouble. You know how it goes. How are you doing after yesterday or earlier?
I think they're looking for you because, like, you get in trouble for the simplest things.
You sound tired, Jay.
Oh, my shoulder's bugging me. Been bothering me for like weeks now. Some days it's real bad, other days it's not so much.
Is it an old injury or did you do something?
No. Remember a few weeks back on Six Pack, I couldn't turn my head.
Oh yeah.
Because it's been hurting since then.
Ooh.
So I woke up with my neck stiff and I couldn't turn my head, my shoulder hurting, and ever since then it's been giving me fits.
Sorry, Jay.
It's all right.
So we're gonna do a best of for the. I mean, there's only about 300-400 tweets to go through.
At least.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Go through like 300, 400, 500, 600. Have you been doing that all year? Like for every six pack, you've been doing the tweets.
All year? How long have we been doing those for?
About 6 months.
It's been, it's been a while.
Yeah,
it's been as long as I've been on the show.
I know what we call it. We could even do it as a special show. We could do it a year of tweeting dangerously.
Oh, there's been some. If I'd have knew this ahead of time, I wouldn't delete them every week.
Oh, no, that's not good because you delete them. Oh, yeah, it'll be a lot of work.
But they do show up on the screen. They do show up on the show, so we can at least find them.
Yeah, but if I knew we were gonna, thought about this ahead of time, I wouldn't have deleted them out of the folder.
Hey, there's screen captures. We can recreate. What would be interesting is find all the ones we weren't allowed to show. That's the file I see. All the ones that I said to Chris or you that everybody said, nope, that ain't getting nope.
Right,
well, yeah, but they could be on here. They could be on
half
here.
the ones
be on Mayhem too.
So half the ones that Matt sent me.
yeah. That's what we need. We need all the rejects. We do like a show of rejected tweets of the year,
and we can still call that a year of tweeting dangerously.
Mm-hmm. Because they didn't make it on the show. They were too hot.
Yeah.
They were too hot to put on the show. Too hot for six pack.
Too hot for a six pack.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So we saw you thunder a bit today because BuzzFeed did their year of their favorite stupid dumbass tweets of the year. So and only one of them was a tweet that we'd had on Six Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So that the other ones were all ones I hadn't seen before.
Huh.
So the one that was on from before was the one with the where the guy tweeted about how masks were a breeding ground for new germs and you were going to kill yourself, and the doc said that's all bullshit. And he goes, "What's the qualifications for that?" Well,
I'm a doctor.
Yeah,
that one was funny. Science. I might have got that one from BuzzFeed, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It depends on. Yeah, it depends on how the week's going. If I've not got a lot during the week, then I go looking for them.
Oh.
So I've got. I try to do about at least 20 a week. So if I don't have that many coming in, I'm like, I gotta go find some. But usually I'm pretty good at collecting them through the week because I pull them off of Facebook. Some of them I'll pull off of TikTok if they show up just right.
Yeah. No, there's some good ones there. There's some good stuff on TikTok.
Well, hell, we could just do a whole dumbass tweet on Unirock.
Oh gosh, if we did memes, boy, do I got a source for you. If we just did Unirock memes, I could go for like the whole year with a segment like all year.
Well, yeah, you got a whole channel on your Discord designated for Unimemes.
Yeah, because I had the king of memes in there, and he's got 2 years worth of them we have access to. Like that's only the new ones, like the ones from this year that are in there. We have like years of memes on that, because it just continues. It goes on and on and on. And if you don't make fun of it, you can go crazy.
We could do dumbass atheist tweets, because there have been some of those this year.
Oh yeah.
And then you follow that. You do a dumbass religious tweets and then a dumbass atheist tweets, because there's definitely been dumbass atheist tweets. So at least 3 of them coming from Richard Dawkins this year.
Oh.
Speaking of, I don't know if you want to talk about this or not, but what is this latest thing about him that everybody's so up in arms about?
Okay.
I tried reading a little thing he sent to me, but it didn't make any sense to me.
Okay, so I will be covering this later in the week because we are going to be discussing whether Richard Dawkins is a cunt or not. But
okay, so Cliff Notes version.
So the Cliff Notes. Dawkins retweeted a it's kind of like a petition thing, which is supposed to be protection of women, but it was written by a bunch of transphobes and put online, and it uses transphobic language throughout it, and it's basically an exclude trans people petition, not a protect women petition. So
okay.
And it's sponsored by the WHRC, which was an organization purely made to do this. And it was made by like the LBG Alliance and those sort of groups that got together and made this official sounding organization to do this petition, which now Richard Dawkins has advocated for and signed without probably reading it, because if he'd read it, he would have realized how fucking transphobic it is. You only have to read the first couple of points in it to realize how transphobic it is, but we'll sort of be going through it a bit when we do the other stream. So yeah, it is especially transphobic, but it's not Dawkins' first shout down this hole. He's been doing it on and off all year. He's been Yeah, but it's not unusual. He's from the UK. The UK's concept of segregation is that basically if you're not white upper middle class, you're a piece of trash. You have to be a cishet white upper middle class, and everyone else is trash. So that is how the Poms kind of react to all that sort of shit. And I know that Stu will make comments later in my chat about that being a Pom himself, but it is kind of the way it goes. And it was the same reason why that whole colonialism of the UK, when the UK was colonizing other countries, is generally what fucked up things in other countries, because they took all these ideas of being white, upper middle class, or better was what you needed to be, and everybody else was trash and below because they were the people who lived downstairs and were the servants and were the gutter cleaners and the people who shoveled the shit out of your toilet down the back of the block. You know, that was the whole point. That you were the lowest of the lows if you weren't one of these upper middle class sort of people. And it's a classist thing, and it rolls over into everything else. It rolls over into racism. It rolls over into sexism. It rolls over into being homophobic or transphobic and all this thing, because these people just really think everybody else is a pile of trash. And, you know, they're less than human to them. It's a very, very, it's a very, very Elizabethan sort of society. No, original Elizabethan, not modern Elizabeth. Pre-Victorian type of thing, where you've got that we're better than you and everybody else is garbage and trash, and we can treat you how we like, and don't think that you're allowed in the places we're allowed in, or you're allowed to do the things we're allowed to do, because we're real people and you're just only half people. And there really is that mentality. It's why they don't talk about sex and they don't talk about things, because they're still hung up about all this shit. You know?
Like they've never had it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There used to be that whole thing of lie back and think of England. Women weren't supposed to enjoy sex. And that was very much a British thing, you know. Lie back, think of the good of the country, and then you can push out a baby later.
And yet I have never, and I am not a young girl, but I have never met an Englishman who feels that way. Not one.
But the circles of English people we talk to aren't those upper middle class people. They're the people who've had more life experience.
Well, no, I do know quite several very highly educated and considered, and they are quite randy.
Yeah, you got to forget. You've got to remember. It's the people who hold the power, and that's part of the way of the UK press and how it is. You know, you have problems with the way the US press works in, you know, like Fox News peddling bullshit to the country.
No, we have it here too.
When you've got that tabloid level of press, which actually spills over into their television shows and radio broadcasts and stuff like that, you're actually getting that sort of thing, but on that higher scale, and it's done at that level of we're more important than you and you're less important. But it's not the entire British public. If you actually go and poll the British public, they're not all fucking bigots and assholes. They're far from it. They're actually very progressive. Their media and their upper echelons are not, and they're the people who get voiced, because they're the people who own the media and shit like that. So yeah, you get this disproportionate voicing of bullshit, and Dawkins exists in that upper echelon, and he looks down on other people, and he kind of always has, and he's got worse with it over time. That's why I didn't ever like listening to him talk to atheists, because he's a cunt. He really is. And he was way back before he started talking all this other bullshit. He was a cunt then. But we will cover this later.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting off on a rant, and I will do. So you want to see more of me ranting about Richard Dawkins and that kind of attitude? Check out that. It'll be on later in this week. I'll post it on Twitter and on Discord, so people know it's happening. But yeah, that'll be fun. Did that kind of answer your question, Jay?
Yep.
Trying to figure out how we're even going to vote when it's like so.
It's just so I think it's a foregone conclusion how people are going to vote about him. But I mean, it's kind of the same. If I did one about Sam Harris, it's going to be the same, isn't it? But But there's this attitude that they were a prominent atheist, they can do no wrong, and I really hate that. And that's a community problem, not the problem with Dawkins per se, or Harris, or any of the others. It's this pedestal raising of people. You know, we decided to put these people. Well, I didn't, but people, the community decided to raise these people onto pedestals, and now they don't. And now they're like, oh, they can't do any wrong. Well, that's fucked up because, yeah, okay. Dawkins is a biologist. He knows a fair bit about biology and he's pretty good at it. But and other things, he's a dick. And he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But he tries to speak with authority about everything he talks about because it's what he's always done. And Sam Harris is a similar sort of dick. He's got himself raised up so high on his little fucking pedestal, he thinks he knows everything about everything. And it's what I don't like about him. And it was good this week to see Matt Dillahunty lower himself down and tell people not to treat him as somebody on a pedestal, because I'd never seen that out of Matt before. And I normally can't stand Matt. But that was nice to see that yeah, maybe being with Arden has been good for Matt. Is all I can say about that. Love you, Arden, if you ever watch this. Yeah. No, it was good to see that bit of a change in Matt. And maybe that was just Matt's public persona, and behind the scenes he wasn't like that at all. I don't know. I'm not going to pass judgment on him. Not yet. So yeah. I think.
So are you excited for the 17th, Jen?
What's the 17th?
17th is season 2 of The Witcher.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, I am. I haven't watched the new season of Lost in Space yet either. So.
I haven't. I watched the very first episode and went, "This is stupid." So I haven't watched any more than the first episode.
Yeah.
Because I remember the old Lost in Space.
Yeah, it is. It's different, but it's not as badly different as the movie was.
I enjoyed the movie. I didn't say it was a good movie. I said I enjoyed it.
It's one of those things that it's one of those movies. Had they not labeled it Lost in Space, it would have been a better movie.
Yeah, I said I enjoyed it. I didn't say it was good.
And I've had that with a few movies. Like, maybe if you hadn't called this one of those movies, or a remake of this movie, or whatever else, I'd be like, no, that's a good movie. But as it's meant to be actually this, and we have a good understanding of what this is meant to be, I don't like it.
No, sir. I don't like it.
I don't like it. They don't like it, Upham.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Jeannie.
So
wants to
I know
if, does Dawkins try to use biology against trans women? He has, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which for somebody who's a biologist absolutely blows my mind. But I mean, you've got to allow for the fact that Dawkins at his age and now is basically a man who did biology and got his qualifications donkeys years ago, and is now a man who stands on pedestals most of his time and actually doesn't do scientific research or read a lot of new scientific papers. That's who he is. So he hasn't. So his idea of biology is about 15, 20 years old. I mean, he's very good at it for anything that hasn't changed or any new science that we haven't got, but anything new, and you see the same thing with Dr. Winston as well in the UK, because he spends most of his life not doing medicine, but presenting television shows. So he's not up to date with everything. And that's very easy. And I'll admit the same thing for me, that I don't read every single scientific paper come out. I will be wrong about tons of shit, but at least I own it, and I'm wrong about things, and people can tell me I'm wrong, and I'll go and look it up and figure it out. And that's the difference. Dawkins doesn't like to think that he's wrong. And that arrogance pisses me off. And it's the same arrogance he's had with Christians when he talks to them. I'm not wrong, you're wrong, fuck you all. And I'm sorry, that's not how you win friends or influence people. That just shows you up as being a prick.
Yeah,
and I don't know how our resident theist feels about that, but that's how I feel about it. When you're an ardent anyone who's an ardent atheist can just fuck off as far as I'm concerned, because if you're going to just stand up and say, I'm right and you're wrong, well, fuck off. You're being no better than a Kent Hovind, basically.
No. Quite
Speaking of Kent Hovind, how'd you guys like those TikToks this morning?
Oh, I love those TikToks.
I did.
Those are fantastic.
You got any more, Jay?
I went and followed him. Actually.
I don't know if he's got any more. Let me look. I can take a look.
If he does, we will get notifications. That one I went and followed. Not that other one you put on Twitter, man. That girl.
That one.
Yeah, what the hell were you trying to do to us?
That was
like,
why?
Wait.
Make your brains hurt.
No.
Actually, bring that one up, Jay. The one you put on Twitter. I think we have to watch that and make a comment.
Yeah. He's only got the 2 right now.
Yeah. Well, have you got the link? Have you got the other one there? Because I can bring up what you've got up because of how I'm doing stuff now. So.
Yeah.
Oops! Hey, I got to switch over to the other account. It's in the.
It is.
I tagged you guys in.
Yeah, I've got a problem with bringing it up.
Yeah,
myself,
it's in the group.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah,
Jen, I'm gonna have to drop.
You're gonna have to drop in a minute.
I'm gonna have to drop in a minute. Yeah, I'm getting paged. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're nearing wind up time anyway. Maybe we'll save doing that for your show, or we'll save it for next Friday if Jay wants to save it.
You know what? I am not showing that woman on my show. I try not to give myself a headache on my own show, actually. I do. I try to have a good time and not torture myself.
Although, to be fair, if you've got to go, Claire, you go. Jay and I can do it. I could do an old-fashioned debunking that we used to do together.
Yeah, you
end out my stream. And then I'll head over to yours afterwards. But
okay,
everybody, there's mayhem in.
About an hour and a half. I think I'm going to go 11:30.
Yeah, in about an hour and a half. Yeah. So probably about an hour after this stream finishes. And
we'll see you. Or we don't see you. Whatever. We'll catch up
for naked avatars and a whole heap more fun. And
naughty elves. Yep.
Thank you so much. Claire,
have a good night. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Claire.
Bye.
Hey, bye, Jay. Bye.
Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, Jay and I for a couple of years did Saturday evening, Sunday mornings for me, debunkings every week. So this is the thing that Jay and I did regularly, and let's reminisce a bit, hey. All right, so. There
you ready?
This person's crazy. Yeah, I'm ready.
Hi, beautiful. I just did a post responding to Moonchild telling you that the moon is real, when in actuality it is very fake and it is an inorganic artificial light placed in the sky by the negative entities to siphon energy to keep the lower dimensional world operating. If everyone would stop giving their energy to the moon, it would literally fall out of the sky.
I love how she quotes
literally sky. What is the sky? What is
literally
moon? What is a brain
out of the
cell?
sky?
It's like,
oh man.
We stop giving our energy to the moon, so our energy keeps this artificial disc thing in the sky. So it sucks our energy off us and it floats. Yeah. That is amazing. I mean, and she is deadpan serious. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. These people, some of them is like, where do you get this information? I mean, we have looked at some dumb stuff over the years, but good Lord, I think it's getting worse.
I like the comment by Bobcat Wild Elf. The moon is not fake, but your spirituality is.
Yeah. Where is it? When your surname you literally means moon goddess. It's like, wait a minute, what? How do you? I said this is borderline. What is that? Spirit science?
Spirit. Yeah, it is. It's very spirit science.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't Itchel the name of the Mayan moon goddess?
Yeah.
Ignoring the falsity here, that sounds more like perimenopause than anything else.
And that's a very apt comment given what she talks about next, which is hilarious.
So what I do is I don't acknowledge these things. I had no idea.
Nope, no moon. There is no moon. I see no moon.
Or that it was even an eclipse. I found that out an hour ago. I do not follow any of it. And I live a much happier life because I used to follow it and I used to give my energy to it, doing rituals and whatnot. Now my cycles are lighter. I don't have PMS. I don't even know when I'm going to start my period. That's how light my period is. It's beautiful. I recommend it.
Yeah, definitely menopause.
I recommend she sees a doctor. That would be my recommendation. But hey, she might need a little hormone patch or something like that. But
stop sharing higher dimensional truths, and people will stop calling you crazy. I used to be a huge bitch too.
Oh, come on, you got to click that one.
Hang on, energetic hygiene teaching my karma class this Sunday. When you reach those super expanded awareness and it's holiday season. Let's click on the bitch.
I used to be a doctor too.
You have lost yourself to madness.
Nah.
I changed career paths.
Nah.
Nah.
You gotta love the crazy in people.
Drinking vibration. What the hell?
Hello, beautiful enlightened souls. It's Mama Shell here. I want to talk to you about drinking alcohol. It is one of the strongest 3D matrix, lower frequency, distractions, numbing agent there is. I'm going to tell you a story about it.
What?
She say 3D matrix?
Yeah. Yeah. She's in the Matrix, people, and that they obviously use less pixels to create beer or alcohol, so therefore, because it's got the lowest matrix, you see. So,
For, I don't know, 2 years since I've been here in Costa Rica on my healing journey, I have not drank. It has not been a part of my life, and I
have
love
not drank.
I know, without knowing the vibrational scale of it, I know that it is a very low frequency. If is 350, then alcohol has to be pretty low. I'm typically.
What is she talking about?
I have no idea. It's 350 though, apparently.
350 what?
I don't know. She's talking about frequencies, and is that how many of them she has in a week? 350 beers.
Good lord. You wake up in the morning, her liver's laying in the bed next to her crying.
I
like that. How do you know your frequency?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's how often she has to go to the toilet. That's her frequency. I don't know.
Oh, she uploaded the scale. Because somebody asked her about the frequency scale.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. We gotta find the frequency scale. Where the hell's the frequency? That must be it right
okay.
here.
We gotta see this.
You got it. Here's the graph. This is a consciousness graph. As you can see, the very highest is 700 is enlightenment, peace, joy, all of these things. Whenever we are healing, whenever we are concentrating on becoming the very best version of ourselves, we are raising our frequency to that love, that peace, that joy. Whenever we are choosing to participate in substances, that drops down our frequency because the substance itself has a low frequency. So we'll come down here. That's why when people say they're happy and all of that, but then they start drinking and they come into anger. Anger's at 150. So they come down here because the alcohol literally.
Have you never heard of a happy drunk?
I'm a happy drunk.
Yeah.
So when I drink, my shit shoots way up.
I'd be worried about drinking with her if she becomes an angry drunk. Angry drunks are the fucking worst. But, I mean, yeah, that is so spirit science.
Since we're on TikTok, have you seen the lady talking about how Rome's not real?
No, I have not. Rome is not real.
Let's see if I can find her.
Millennial. No, it was there.
Yeah, but you got to get the right one.
Oh, okay.
This lady right here.
I don't want an open discussion. What part of...
Okay. Where's it? Okay, the Pompeii casts were altered. Pompeii existing. Where'd it go? Pompeii existing doesn't mean Vesuvius erupted in 79.
What?
The baths of Bath, England, are not Roman. There you go.
First of all, thank you for treating me like a human being. Second of all, I would love to talk about the baths of Bath, England, and how they are not Roman. In the comments, I'm going to pin the official site for the baths and a JSTOR study that explains how difficult it is to determine Roman bath architecture.
But you notice she didn't pin it anywhere. It's not there.
Let's dig in. The first thing to know about the baths is they have been a tourist destination for about 400 years, and the site is completely contaminated, updated, and changed. Nearly all of the site excavations, including all of the ones that have found Latin text, happened in the 1700s through the late 1800s, when archaeology was basically eugenics. But there is a ton of Celtic imagery and gorgeous mosaics. The only thing that used to make this Roman was the hypocast, which we now know was used in Greece as well as Neolithic China. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just a little background here. Who told you the Hadrian's Wall is Roman? The Latin isn't Latin; it's actually Greek. Rome wasn't an empire, or the Roman Empire wasn't real. It was a traveling circus. Hadrian's Wall is, you can't prove that it was Roman. It was more likely Greek. It was the church that told you it was Roman. Even though there are countless reports of the Roman legions and Rome actually building the wall, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing about the baths in Bath, is the fact that there's historical documents about the building of the Roman baths.
Yep. Oh yeah, the
bit
lady
that she misses though about that is Rome wasn't like Roman soldiers were conscripted from all over the empire, and Rome itself was like, you go and invade a country, becomes part of Rome, it pays its taxes back to Rome, but Rome lets themselves govern. So of course, if you have the local people, who some of them are from Rome originally, but not all of them. A lot of the officials were actually people who were from the British Isles. So you have them build a Roman-like structure in England. It's going to have English-type artwork.
Yep, here it is. I found it. It's her ancient
Right,
Rome.
so you're telling me that you
real.
got an entire degree in classics, and it never occurred to you that there isn't a single Roman document? It always blows my mind talking to people who have invested their lives in the study of ancient Rome, because y'all don't seem to realize it didn't exist. It is a figment of the Spanish Inquisition's imagination.
No, it's not.
There you go. There you go.
Well, hang on.
Rome is a figment of the Spanish Inquisition.
Here we have one thing where you can cite the Bible to prove her wrong. Because we know that the New Testament was, the books of the New Testament were written between 100 and 300 years after the events that probably didn't happen. But that's well before the Spanish Inquisition, and they all reference Rome and Caesar, etc. Which means that it obviously did exist, because we have fragments of those books that predate the fucking church.
Yeah. This is funny. This is the history wizard goes, this is a joke, right? You can't honestly believe this. I do honestly believe this. How embarrassing. Then leave. Once I'm done laughing at you, I will. She must have gone to the University of Trust Me, bro. There are literal Roman coins found in dated content. She said, cite one. I sent you multiple cited sources. You claim it isn't based on actual evidence. It's like the pseudo-scientific theories of ancient aliens. I love it. You can't dig a tunnel here without hitting Roman architecture and graves with. Yes, Roman inscriptions dating to, yes, the time of the Roman Empire.
Site one. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Virgil, Julius Caesar wrote a ton. Girl, what do you even talk about? Roman ruins in Rome? I'm guessing you don't believe in the moon either. She says we don't have any of those documents. We have copies from the 1500s written by the church.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I hope she isn't a Christian as well, because the church wrote all the... Any type of religious person.
Hang on, I got to see if I can find this guy.
That is unbelievable.
Okay. There you go. Here you go.
This exact same thing. So I looked her up on LinkedIn, and it was not that hard to find her. What was hard to find was anything suggesting she actually has a BA in history or anthropology. Now you may be wondering, Aiden, how did you discover this? Well, it's not hard to look up the commencement programs from Western Kentucky University where she claims to have graduated. Interestingly, despite her LinkedIn profile saying that she graduated in 2005, her name is not listed at all on the commencement program from either the May or December graduations, and certainly not with degrees in anthropology or history. To be thorough, I also checked 2004 and 2006, so I checked 2004, 2005, and 2006. Nobody named Donna, that is her first name, nobody named Donna graduated in any of those years with degrees in history or anthropology. Now, I could be missing something, but currently the evidence is not in her favor. And as somebody with a BA in medieval studies, why would you lie about having a history degree? Like, that's the lamest lie. I was wondering...
It has been confirmed to me by a member of the staff at WKU that she did not graduate from the university.
Maybe she attended but didn't graduate, which would make sense.
Yeah, he says she dropped it. She dropped out.
Ah.
She probably identifies as having a BA. Yeah, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, just find Mom Millennial and just...
Wow. I think I might be doing some millennials on
Sarcastic Barman. Sarcastic Barman did a video on her earlier today.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think Davro said, that's the JM Truth School if I make my own history.
It is. That's just absolutely crazy. I love it.
Yeah, TikTok is a gold mine of stupid shit. Oh my lord!
It used to be YouTube that was the gold mine of stupid.
Oh no, TikTok is a gold mine. If you want to look at some dumb stuff, holy crap!
Is it? I think that's because YouTube's slowly been cracking down on the really, really dumb shit and stop. It's no longer being promoted accidentally and things like that, so you don't see it. I mean, it's still there, but it's not as big.
Oh, Davros, that's just nasty.
What an ass. Oh, dear.
So anyways, I probably should get going.
Yep, I'm going to wind up now. So, you've got some True Cereal coming this week?
I did post one today. It was my baby Kate.
Oh, that's right. You did say
video is out
today. I haven't watched yet. I didn't see anything.
Uh-oh. Davros said, OJ, check Twitter.
Oh, what is he... What is this? What is
oh no! Next week I will be doing Richard Pinkman. Is it
shareable? Is it?
The pig? Yeah, it's the Richard Pinkman, the pig farmer killer.
Oh,
out of British Columbia, Canada.
He's the one who killed people and fed them to his.
Well, they had a huge recall of pork in British Columbia because a lot of the pork from BC came from his farm, and they found dead bodies.
Yeah,
they think he was feeding them to the pigs. They found dead bodies on his property. Yeah, so yeah, but this is. Oh. He never fails to produce.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got coming up. I got the next week is Richard Pinkman.
cool.
So
That'll be
and
awesome.
that was
And
from
of course, you've
a
got
suggestion.
Wednesday night with you and
Yep, with Claire over on Hereticals doing. We're looking at Alice and Mac from Nexium.
Yep.
And then Friday 6-pack is the Christmas show. So,
Yes.
and then we'll
Christmas
be off
show.
till the end of through the end of the year. So.
Yep. Now.
But the Richard Pickman is actually coming to us via Dead Kennedy in Space had suggested that one to me. So.
Oh, cool.
And then actually Ivan Milat was recommended to us from Dobros. So.
Brilliant. Yeah, Ivan Milat's an interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Baby Kate one I did today is actually from my hometown. It's funny because at one point I bring up the Mesa County Courthouse, and if you look at the front steps, just to the left of it is where me and Raven got married.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
cool.
So Baby Kate's out now. I said Pikmin's next week. Yeah. So lots of cool stuff coming.
So during this week for me, there will be a cunt or not a cunt, and we're going to be talking about Richard Dawkins. I mean, honestly, if we were talking about the other Dawkins, it'd be a dead set ass. Dead set
Darth Dawkins.
Yeah, Darth Dawkins is a dead set cunt. But Richard's got some good points. Not many, but he's got some. So it'll still be a bit of a discussion, but I think at the moment he's heavily falling in one way. So that'll be later on in this week. I'm not sure which day it'll be on. I've still got to organise it. Then next weekend there'll be no Tits Out and no Mayhem because Claire and I are taking a break. But the weekend after we're doing our Christmas shows. But there should be a science stream coming up this week as well. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to be doing it because I've got a whole heap of stuff I'm going to get done outside of that as well. So, but keep an eye on me on Twitter and or if you want in one of the Discord groups, I will post up when things are happening, either in the groups or on my Twitter directly. I may even once I've got it planned, I may even actually post what's happening in my group thing on YouTube because it's what you meant to use it for. So, all right. So, meantime, thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget to join us over on Mayhem in about an hour-ish, and we should have some more fun for you over there. More naked avatars, and I'm not exactly sure what Claire's got planned, but it'll be a lot of fun as always. And thank you, Jay, for joining me, and thank you, Claire, for being here earlier, and thank you everyone in the chat. You've been awesome, and catch you on the next one. Bye.